So I've given myself a middle-aged challenge for the day. I am going to ride to St Albans, get a train to King's Cross and then ride along the Regent Canal onto the Paddington Arm and up the Grand Union Canal, which I don't know, 30, 40 miles, whatever. Sweating already, it's 30 degrees out, but I need to do it today because the bikes are free on the train on a Sunday, and I don't really want to go in the rain, so let's see how we get on. A little bit worried because I'm out of breath and sweating already, and I keep watching videos of people kicking people off their bikes into the canal. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So I've given myself a middle-aged challenge for the day. I am going to ride to St Albans, get a train to King's Cross and then ride along the Regent Canal onto the Paddington Arm and up the Grand Union Canal, which I don't know, 30, 40 miles, whatever. Sweating already, it's 30 degrees out, but I need to do it today because the bikes are free on the train on a Sunday, and I don't really want to go in the rain, so let's see how we get on. A little bit worried because I'm out of breath and sweating already, and I keep watching videos of people kicking people off their bikes into the canal. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Right, made it to St Albans, 13 minutes in, absolutely hanging already. It is hot, capital H, so this really is not my brightest idea, but yeah, see how we get on, and maybe I'll be videoing later from A&E, I don't know. Well, made it to King's Cross and I'm knackered and sweaty already, and haven't even started yet, so here we go. Well, good start. About a quarter of a mile in. So far I've shouted out twat twice, fucking twat once, and absolute bellend to a car full of Jamaican yardies who that I want to stop and beat me up. Luckily I've ducked down here though. Yeah, here goes the ride. Yeah, it's pretty nice already. And here in Camden,
having a better
the
day
heat's
now.
coming up, really hot. Well, the ride's very much stop-start so far. I'm having to go through Camden Market because yeah, you can't kind of ride round, so yeah, just taking a walk through here, around all the tourists, of which I am one, and yeah, hopefully I'll get the average speed up, because at this rate I don't think I'll get back till Tuesday. And still on Regent Canal. This is the back of London Zoo, I think, but can't see any giraffes or anything yet. But yeah, it's a seriously hot day, but yeah, it's nice apart from all the bloody people everywhere. Yeah, and this is really sad. It's what it's come to. There's 4 or 5 makeshift beds and all the positions under this bridge on the canal. One of them rested on logs, so yeah, no matter how much I moan, really need to think ourselves lucky. This place looks pretty cool. It's like a kind of canal boat commune. It says cyclist dismount, so I've done, but it's like they've got their own kind of shed areas. And, yeah, I think they're moored here permanently. Yeah, it's pretty cool and quite a nice way to live. Don't know what it's like in the winter though. It actually seems to go on for ages, and it's turned into kind of a houseboat garden, really, canal boat garden. Yeah, it's really nice. It's midday now, and it's seriously hot. I'm starting to feel a bit, I'm only half hour in, so yeah, just has some water. I need to get some miles behind me and get in the shade, really, because this is hot, but very nice. Yeah, and just what you don't need in this heat. I haven't gone much further past that kind of houseboat place, and yeah, loads of steps. Yeah, and this area is Little Venice. Just been through a private mooring area, so you can't ride your bike, so I kind of winged it. I think it's St John's Wood somewhere. And as you can see, it's very nice, and some very big expensive houses over there. As much as London is a beautiful city, it's like the third world in certain places. See along here, it's kind of like a makeshift kind of tent shanty town, really. You know, something's going wrong when that's the best someone can ask for. A few old rags and a sheet on the side of a riverbank. Not cool. Well, I just finally finished the Regent Canal. Been riding, I don't know, 45 minutes or something. Now on the Paddington arm. It's very slow along there. There's loads and loads of people. And yeah, this I think goes into Willesden. You can tell it's going down a little bit. Because right next to it we've got Sainsbury's, and also we've got this. I don't think it's got anything to do with Unis. But there's a Kensal Stop and Shop visitor mooring. 4 hours free of charge. So basically, if you want to park your boat up, you've got 4 hours to go in there and do your shopping. Yeah, still in the Kensal area. It's amazing how quickly London goes from absolute beauty to absolute shithole. Literally coming along here, it's just piled full of crap. But also, there's sleeping bags, and there must have been 20 people sleeping in the hedgerows back there. It's not something you see in India, to be honest. And there was also a couple of Uber Eats bags, so I'm imagining some of the homeless guys, I don't know how they charge their phone, but they're sleeping there and then going out and trying to nick a few quid, and then sleeping by the edge of the Paddington Arm canal. So I just slipped, nearly came off there, hence the crack in my voice. But yeah, it's I need a bit of a litter pick down here, I'd say. It's turned into a bit like Steptoe's yard, as you can probably see. There's just cans. There's an alcohol problem, homelessness, and yeah, a load of shit everywhere. But yeah, it's still beautiful in its own way. Yes, this is kind of what I expected all the way along, really. I've probably ridden more in the last 5 minutes than I did in the previous 4. Yes, it's still on the Paddington arm, so I'm on the right track. It goes onto the Grand Union Canal. I'm near Park Royal, I think, and then I think it goes on through Willesden and up that way, so I'll make sure I ride fast through there. Yeah, there's no investment in kind of the rough areas. Just seeing the fucking massive rat just run into that bit there. They keep fencing it off, and then you ride past and it's not fenced off, then it is fenced off. Sorry, mate. So you can't quite work out which bits you should go on, and now I've got a pit bull coming for me. So yeah, stay tuned. You might see my leg chewed off. Hello, mate. No, he's all right, I think. Hello, you okay?
Sorry.
That's all right.
Hey. Run off.
He doesn't want to go, does he?
No. Doesn't want to go back inside.
Well, this one's not going to win any awards at the boat show. What's happened to that? Well, I do, it's sunk. Yeah, just gone through a rough area, I think it's Hanwell, and then come across this nice little area. It's a boat there selling gas and fuel and stuff, and then really nice wide beam, I think they're called. Boat there with loads of logs, and looks like there's another little enclave, I like that word, enclave down here with some nice new boats. And it's noticeably a lot tidier, because the areas up there, I mean, you literally had to hold your breath going through the tunnels. There was loads of crackheads, spice heads and homeless people, and looked like it hadn't been tidied up for about 20 years, and the rats were running riot. So yeah, it's nice to come into an area like this where yeah, looks very civilised. If I ever get divorced, I think I'd like one of these babies. Well, I've not got a clue where I am now, but yeah, it's certainly nice. I feel like I'm heading out towards Bristol or somewhere, but yeah, just spotted this. There's a Scouts narrow boat, community boat. I guess that's where Scouts go on on holiday. They've even got a website, scoutnarrowboat.co.uk, if you're particularly interested. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm on the Grand Union yet. I think I might still be on the Paddington Arm, but yeah, got no choice but to carry on. Quite like a break soon. I've been, what have I got? I've done 14.5 miles, and yeah, been riding for 1 hour 21. Yeah, very slowly for most of it though, because there's just so many bloody people everywhere, and yeah, dogs and rats and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, no, it's nice. Probably a little bit too hot. I don't think I'm going to realise till I stop just how hot it is. And yeah, I down about 16 gallons of water. Well, it looks like I finally finished the Paddington Arm. So I went from Regent Canal, which was nice, a bit busy, onto the Paddington Arm, which quite frankly goes through some really shit areas. Just been through Southall. It could be lovely, but the way people treat the environment there is just bottles and shit absolutely everywhere. No one doing anything about it, and this looks like it's the junction that goes Paddington 13.5 miles to the left there. I don't know if you can see that. And the Paddington Arm comes onto what I think is the Grand Union Canal, and yet again over there, literally on a towpath, looks like there's a good couple of families camping on the side of the river. It's that's really the one thing. Not how unfit I am, but the level of homelessness and shit along the rivers. When we talk about cost of living crisis, they're not fucking wrong. So yeah, I think I'm on the Grand Union Canal now. It's certainly quite a Grand Union. Just gone through another kind of dirty, rough area, loads of noise and sirens, but yeah, come under the bridge, and it's yeah, it's nice and quiet up here. I've lifted, I don't know if you can see that, 20.01 miles in 1 hour 48 riding. Yeah, feeling okay, but as soon as you sit down you start feeling the heat, and yeah, I'm going to have some water and a vape, and yeah, crack on, and hope I'm on the right canal. So I'm now 22 miles in, had a break because it's literally just turned to gravel. There's a boat going past there. Usually shit everywhere, but thankfully, because I'm running a little bit short on water, we have the Mecca Tesco. Probably more trouble than it's worth going to Tesco's, but yeah, it's getting a lot more leafy now, so I think this is the Grand Union Canal. And not only are there barges, but there's these things over here which pretty much look like floating prefabs. I don't know if you can move them anywhere, probably not, but they look like school buildings. Maybe they are for all the rat kids. Yeah, and this is the problem when you don't know where you're going, so I've just gone over I think it's a weir, and yeah, it's dead end here, so I'm going to have to walk the bike over there. So hopefully next video I'm not going to be absolutely soaking wet. Well, 27.5 miles in, struggling a bit, to be honest. Not with my legs can just keep turning, but yeah, the heat. It's just been through a big midge invasion, and track, it's gone single track, but it's really bumpy. I've got no suspension on there, so my arse feels like Liberace's at a gangbang. It's half 3 now. Just stopped off. I've done what, 28. I've done 28.25 miles. At Blackjack Mill or something, a coffee thing. Just had a skinny latte, and went to the loo and whatever. And yeah, it's actually started to rain. There's a few drops, so might be good actually, because it's still raging hot. I really had to stop because the sweat was going in. About the midge storm, I don't know if you can see that. Just covered in midges. They're all dead, so kills midges. So at last, 31 miles in, there's hardly anyone on the tracks, and the tracks are fairly smooth, he says, going over a little bit of bumpy stuff, but yeah, it's starting to get some mileage behind me. Still a few drops of rain, but yeah, we're getting there. Well, I don't think it's going to be between 30 and 40, I think it's going to be nearly 50 by the end of the ride, but we shall see. So yeah. Right, so yeah, about 35 miles deep now. To be honest, physically I'm okay. I'm just really hot and the sweat so bad. It's going into my left eye in particular, and I can't see anything, so I keep having to stop to wipe my eye, which is yeah, pretty grim. But yeah, just on Watford Cassiobury Park, and now just on the path to Kings Langley, and at Kings Langley I'll cut off and take the 10 miles or so on the road home. So yeah, we're getting there. Right, so 38.25 miles later, finally make it to Kings Langley, and another quick vape and some water, and then take on a bastard of a hill, which it's all on road now, which I'm quite looking forward to. So yeah. So yeah, just stopped for a final break on the last bit of canal. So yeah, like I said, about 38.5 miles in or something like that. Noticed a few things. Yeah, I'm not surprised they call the people on the boats river gypsies. There's all sorts. They sort of dig into the banks and put kind of tables, chairs, fires, canopies, sort of 3-piece suite in one of them. Yeah, and all the washing hung up. It's like being down the side of the River Ganges, but to be honest, yeah, I quite like the idea of it. Not sure if it's that much fun in the winter, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, also I've noticed there's a lot of rubbish everywhere. It's nicer up in the shires in Hertfordshire when it gets a bit greener, but going through London all the way out through Southall up to I can't even remember where I've been now, but yeah, it's just filth everywhere. Be nice if yeah, they did a big clear up, and the amount of homelessness, I don't think I've ever seen anyone homeless on a river. But I must have seen 50 people today camped out by the river, digging holes like dogs. Yeah, not good. Anyway, the final stretch is coming up. It's all roads, but yeah, a bit of a bastard of a hill, but we'll see how we get on. I'm on the main road, just near the M25, and I go this route on the way to work, and I've seen this little deer a couple of times. I was just wondering, I wonder if I see him, and I've literally just seen here. I doubt if we'll see him. He's probably hiding in there somewhere. I think they're called muntjacs. Cute little fella. He's literally just gone in there. I see a bit of movement down there, but I can't see him. No, he's gone, I think. But yeah, back on the main road. Just did my first little bit of freewheeling in 41 miles. So yeah, happy. Should be home in half hour, I reckon. Right, it's 45 miles in. Done most of the road, just in a place called Colney Street, and a little shortcut. And for you TV fans, that there is Claude Littner's business, and that's the door where the apprentice candidates come out when they're fired. So yeah, there you go. It's a really interesting fact for you. Right, a couple of miles left. I'm going to put the phone away now, and then see you back at the ranch. Well, that's a wrap. Did it. My clock's just gone off. Hold on, let's have a look. I did 47 point something miles in 4 hours and 8 minutes. Yeah, something like that. I can't find it now. The watch is about to run out of juice, but yeah, that's a wrap, and it's just started humming down, so just in time.